We want to move to Texas now, and the latest on that huge explosion at a fertilizer plant. Authorities in West have recovered the bodies of 12 people. More than 200 were injured in that blast on Wednesday night. Entire neighborhoods in the small community were destroyed.
Everybody knows everybody. We've known people that didn't make it. So, we're here for each other.
There are still a lot of questions in West about how and why this explosion happened. Lindsay Duncombe joins us live from that community over the phone. Lindsay, officials have confirmed 12 people are dead. Is that the final number?
I don't think so, Rashmi. We know that there was just a news conference a little bit ago with some state politicians, and what they said was that there are 60 people unaccounted for. Now, that doesn't mean that 60 people is going to raise the death count by that number. Some of those people just may not have been in the area, may not have been at home, but we do know that officials this morning still had 25 homes left to go through, and they were very much still calling it a search and rescue mission. So it is expected that that number will change. It has been very difficult to sort of pin down the numbers on the amount of people who died in this explosion, and officials are being very careful, not letting media go back to the site today. There are still concerns about safety. So we are expecting that we will likely see that number change, and we may be finding more people who died. One thing we don't know for sure is how many of the people who died were first responders, because, of course, they were the ones who were attending to the fire that happened before the explosion, although there are some local reports that as many as 5 volunteer firefighters did die in the fire and the explosion and the aftermath. So this is a huge blow to the community.
And some people are still missing, right, Lindsay? I mean, how are people there coping with this?
It's pretty tough. We just went by the Grief Counseling Center, which is where the community would normally have regular community events. Media aren't going in, but it was just packed. There were people pouring in and out, obviously receiving those services. My colleague Chris Brown just did an interview with a woman whose boyfriend died. He was just 26 years old. They had known each other for 8 years. He was in class when he got the call that there was a fire. He was a volunteer firefighter. He raced out there, and it's believed that he died in the explosion or in the immediate aftermath after the explosion. So the community is holding a fundraiser for his family to prepare for his funeral. The community is also coming together, though. I was also just at a huge depot at the rodeo grounds, and what they've got there, it looks like sort of an outdoor Costco with a somber sort of feel to it, where people in the community are dropping off all kinds of supplies. Because think about the number of people who are out of their homes. They don't have anything. They don't have clothes. They don't have food, baby supplies, dog food. All of that is coming in, and it's coming in by the truckload. And people who really don't know how else they can help or what else to do are there. They're sorting through the different packages. They're directing traffic. They're handing out barbecue. They're doing all kinds of things to sort of show support for the people in West, even if they aren't directly affected. But everyone here knows someone who is affected somehow. Only 2,800 people live in this community. So it's incredibly close, incredibly tight-knit, and this is a very difficult day.
All right. Thank you for this, Lindsay. Lindsay Duncombe live in West Texas.